Asked me, hey man, you got daughters, right? I said, I do. He said, I'm not trying to get into your personal life, but have you ever experienced your child becoming vindictive or tried to be vindictive or try to pair, you know, you against their mom? And I was like, I haven't experienced that. But his situation is, it's not his child. So he's dealing with um, a young lady that's 11 years old. And he, led off by saying, what do you do when your kid comes to you and tells you a secret and you're not ready for it?
Welcome to What's Up with John Duncan, is the show where we dive deep into the world of entrepreneurship, motivation, real estate, and inspiring life stories. This podcast is your go-to destination for insightful conversations, expert advice, and uplifting stories that will ignite your passion and drive you to new heights. Let's give it up. Here's your host, John Duncan.
I put a post out here earlier talking about we need to talk. Last week, I got over close to 700 views, and it was just me expressing myself and something that popped up in my mind. And I just feel like now it's the time that, like, as a 42-year-old man, recently retired from the military and being out here talking to you guys, it hit my spirit, and it's just something I wanted to do. So just had an awesome closing today. Got a family into a home. They're expecting more children. They wanted to upgrade their property, so they sold a house in North Carolina, and they're buying a house today. But hopefully somebody comes on here and we could talk, because we need to talk. How y'all day going? The topic of the day is like raising our kids. What is that like? Raising your children, whether they're 1 year old or 25 years old, raising a kid. I know sometimes I have my struggles trying to be able to be a good dad. All the while, going to work and taking care of home and making sure the grass is cut and, making sure the house is protected at nighttime. And, what is that like to have a son who you don't want to overspoil, or a daughter you don't want to overspoil? And what is overspoil? So we need to talk. So I'll let people come on and we'll let this thing just go. But hopefully we get some people to come on and have a little conversation with me. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Here in South Carolina, it was very hot. We had a really bad storm that came through here. Today it was over 99 degrees. We need to talk. What is it like raising young, bright mind, stubborn, energetic, charismatic, know-it-all sons, arrogant sons, daughters that want everything and feel that they can get anything? So hopefully we get some people to come on here. If you read the comments, we need to talk, and we're talking about raising kids. Or maybe you're somebody that don't have kids and you do want kids. Maybe you have kids that are out the house, or you have young adults or young adolescent teenagers. I call my daughter, she's 14 years old. She's a rookie teen. I call her a rookie. She's going to, ninth grade. I'll share some with y'all. I had a client, I'm going to leave them totally unnamed, called me up, soldier, been in the military for quite some time, and asked me, hey man, you got daughters, right? I said, I do. He said, I'm not trying to get into your personal life, but have you ever experienced your child becoming vindictive or tried to be vindictive or try to pair, you against their mom? And I was like, I haven't experienced that. But his situation is, it's not his child. So he's dealing with a young lady that's 11 years old, and he, led off by saying, I give her everything. I gave her an iPhone, I gave her an iPad, I took her to Hawaii, and she, doing all these things for her. And he wanted to get my insight on what it's like to, raise somebody else's child. What is that like? How is that? I mean, are you guys in an allegiant front? But we need to talk. I would love to hear from you guys. Hopefully we get more people to come on here. Today was a good day. And I went to Hall's Chop House. I had to decompress, man. I went there and got me old fashioned, and I got their sliders, which is very good. Look, if you want some good food, shout out to Hall's Chop House. Right? If you're in Columbia, South Carolina, you don't have to dress up to go to Hall's Chop House. You can go to Hall's Chop House. I went out there in a tank top from working out and some, I call them daddy hoochie shorts. I go out there and I, you know, eat my food and go on about my business. Now you got the convenience of Chick-fil-A and McDonald's and Burger King and In-N-Out and Whataburger and all that stuff. But like, if you just want to decompress, watch a good sports game, spend $15, and you ain't got to buy a drink, get some water, Hall's Chop House, eat at the bar. I recommend that. Don't know who you are, I can't see who you are, but if you could just announce who you are. And the conversation today is, raising kids. I hope whoever you are, you had a good day. I hope it was filled of, joy, happiness. I hope nothing got on your nerve. Oh, it's Sarah Statura. Hi, Sarah. Shout out to Sarah Statura, drill sergeant, first sergeant, now a counselor at a school and a realtor with LPT. Sarah, how's your day? Look, Sarah, this could be me and you having a conversation. You're raising a daughter right now, and that's my topic of discussion. Like, what is it like raising your daughter? Like, my daughter is 14, and she is, a single mom. Yeah, single mom. Hey, shout out to all the single moms out there. Just because you're a single mom, sometimes, hey, y'all are stronger and more resilient. Women are more tougher. Hey, women are tougher than men. I said it. Y'all go through and can endure so much. Y'all can endure the birth of children, which I don't know what that's like. We have pleasure when we have kids, right? It's the pleasure portion of it. And then a lot of men, we don't live up to our obligations. So, anyways, what is it like raising, from the time that your daughter was born to now? What's something that you've learned? Like, I'm pretty sure you got a lot of life lessons, right? I'm just curious. What is it like raising a daughter who's brilliant? I know your daughter who's brilliant, gonna go far in life. If you have kids, a little boy, a girl, several kids. I had an absent mom, raised by my dad, so it was new to me. I feel blessed to be there for her in ways my mom wasn't for me. Shout out to your dad, right? Typically, the dad, I don't think sometimes we get too much credit. I know that you are very amicable with your father, but my mom was a single mom and she raised me. And I think at times it could be hard raising the same gender. I know with Jacob, my son Jacob, raising him, I'm very hard on him. I'm hard on him because he's stubborn, he's hard-headed. I also like to reason with him. I give him the benefit of the doubt, let him know I love him, but I gotta stay on him because he's me. He's me. Jacob's me. But, Sarah, I commend you being a single mom, getting your master's degree, and raising your daughter. She sees you. I can just tell you ain't got to worry about her. She's very responsible, right? And she'll never forget it. And you're her best friend, so that's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So hopefully we get some more people on here. Last time we got a good little bunch. I watched it. It got over close to 700 views. So I just said, let me do it again. I don't know about the timing. Maybe my timing's off. Maybe I need to do it like at 8 or 9 o'clock at night when people are just about to go to bed or before they go to bed. And they want to decompress because people are just getting out of work and the last thing they want to do is hear my voice. There's somebody else. Hey, viewer, who are you? We're talking about, we need to talk. Are you a parent? Do you have kids? What are some struggles that you have raising your children? What are some struggles that you have raising a son, raising a daughter? What are some good things that you do, some positive reinforcement with your child? Now we got 4 viewers. That's awesome. We're going up. You can only go up from here. So we need to talk about these things. Let's talk about hey, I got a son who's 12. He plays basketball. He's super smart, but he don't like to wash his butt. I don't understand that. I'm putting my son on blast. Anybody else got a son that they're raising that's a preteen that don't like to clip their toenails? You got to really tell them everything. They forget to take out the trash. They forget to clean their room, make their bed. They forget to wash their asses. Anybody else out there that got a son that's like that? Are some girls like that? Y'all daughters like that? Jordan, she's pretty good with her hygiene, but I don't know. There's no blueprint to kids. We're trying to raise our kids. We want them better in our lives, but what are some hopes and dreams for your kids other than the obvious? Do better than us, and what's doing better than you? And we say doing better than us. Is it better with the choices that they make, obviously, or do better in the aspect of relationships? Do better with their finances? Do better with life? What are some things what are some things you want for your children? Talk to me. I need some feedback, baby. I know y'all on here watching me. Don't let me be the only one talking. Sarah, you better tell them I can talk all night. I don't shut up. But I'm 42 years old now. And, I'm going to share a secret with y'all. I came in the house today and I told my wife, I'm burnt out. Real estate is my ministry, but I don't know who else is on here. It says we got 2 viewers. There's 2 viewers, Sarah. It was 4. James Madison, Combat Cleaners, my guy. I'm so proud of you, James. Congratulations on your big contract. Congratulations on all your success, bro. I've been knowing you for a long time. I'm so proud of you, James. God, you my guy, man. We need to get up. James, this poses a great question because I know you have children. James that fell off. Either James that walked away. I don't know. But the truth is, what is it like raising kids? What are some struggles? What are some things that you go through when you are, upset at work, from work, upset with your husband, upset with your wife, and you're looking at your kids and you want the best for them? What do you do when your kid comes to you and tells you a secret and you're not ready for it? These are tough conversations, right? And then we look at life, man. I be online. I don't even know how these kids be talking. I don't even know what the hell they be saying. They just be talking. I don't know what they saying. They be talking about crazy. Like, no cap. Oh, James is still here. So, James, your daughter's getting older, right? What are some things as a father that you do with her to let her know that you're her lion, that you're her protector, that she ain't got to worry about no other man taking care of her until, she gets married? So what are some things that you do? So, my daughter, she's very artistic. She loves to do crafts. She loves to, she loves to do crafts. She loves to dance. She's got a scholarship. We went down. Oh yeah, bruh. Yeah, you're right, bruh. That's what they say, Sarah. Bruh. See, I didn't even know what you was talking about, bruh. Yeah. They talk shorthand. They summarize up their stuff. But me and Jordan were going down to Charleston. We had a really good conversation on our way down to Charleston, and Jordan just wanted to talk to me. We talked about getting a phone. She wants a phone really bad. And, man, I'm just nervous about that, man, because of the world. I don't want to be too naive that, like, one day she's going to be able to, she's got to get a phone eventually. But her biggest thing was she was more concerned about her friends having a phone than her not having one. And so I just told her, hey, you got to keep growing, keep living, and eventually you'll get a phone. But right now I don't think that you're mature enough to get the phone because, well, it ain't good people out there. And I just don't want her to get influenced by bull crap. Ooh, excuse me. But I had lunch with or dinner with a really smart, wise man, and he put it in perspective and saying, man, you're going to be at home. Your daughter is the best way to monitor the phone. Then he said, you remember those girls in the military that was controlled by their fathers, and then they end up meeting, a man that, could take advantage of them? You don't want that. And it's like, it's a balance because I want Jordan to be able to make decisions on her own, and I don't want to control her. I'm her coach. So it's like, do I give her the phone because tears are coming down her eyes, or do I wait till she shows more maturity where I could trust her with the phone? Because now, not only does she have access to the world, but the world has access to her. So it's like, ooh, you want to protect your daughter, you want to protect your kids, and it's like, ooh, man, do I give my daughter that phone? Do I give her the iPhone? It's like I want to give her an analog phone where she could just dial numbers. If she want to text somebody, it's gonna be tick 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 tick. She gotta press those buttons. Well, let me just show some transparency really quick. I've been gone for a minute. We had some guy come up, and anyways, I do apologize. I should have ended the podcast on this thread because clearly things happen. But James and Sarah Statura, thank you guys for commenting on my We Need to Talk. I hope you guys stay safe. We living in some crazy times. I remember my grandmother used to say, we living in the end of days, baby. And we always like try to do what's best for our children and what's best for us. So let's do this again. I'll probably do it like 8 o'clock opposed to doing it at 7 o'clock because I think 8 o'clock people already ate and people didn't wash their ass and things like that. So God bless you all. I'm John Duncan, your local military realtor, Upside Property, Power by Upside Realty. You know anybody looking about selling a home, give me a call today, 803-319-6872. You gonna go from here, please?
Thank you for listening to What's Up with John Duncan. Follow our social media pages, Upside Property LLC and Upside Realty for more updates. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Thank you for listening to What's Up with John Duncan. Follow our social media pages, Upside Property LLC and Upside Realty for more updates. Stay tuned for the next episode.